Hello everyone, Mason X here. Today I want to share with you a method which is already very popular in the Asian war community for about a month. That is using two mages with frostbite talent to solo farm any TBC level dungeons. You can see with two mages and the water elemental, and you can see here the key is here they keep getting frostbite. Two mages pop Icy Vein and use frostbite talent. We basically can almost nail all the mobs into the ground. And in every dungeon there will be place which you can lose sight. So if you can keep all these mobs nowhere or frostbited in the ground, you can keep lose sight and doing blizzard. This is basically the central idea how you can double major any TBC dungeons. Now, after I find this in the Asian war community, like people are already doing all kinds of dungeons by using this method, I actually did some diggers, try to find out who I should be credited for. I end up did like hours of research in Mandarin, and at least I find this post is where everything started. It is a post on June 15, which is 1.5 months ago. This people is bring up this like frostbite idea and encourage everyone to try it. He called it a new era of TBC majors. Now after this post actually went viral, you will end up find a lot of double mage try to do any dungeons in a very popular video share website in Asia, Bilibili. And you can see basically here we can see a lot of different videos posted by try to double mage any TBC dungeon. I believe this is Mechanic, and let's click in some. This is a Shattered Horn, like first of all, everyone try to double mage it. And this is like this is Shadow Lab, this is Steam Vault. Steam Vault is also some websites, some dungeons I will try later. And this is Mechanic crazy. You see people even do Mechanic with one man control two majors. So after I saw this, I immediately paid my tribute to Blizzard boosting service. And in these days, it's actually quite easy to get another level 70 mage if you want. You just buy a Blizzard boosting service and you throw yourself into slave pen. If you're hardworking enough, you can basically get a new level 70 mage in, I would say, 24 hours. You can see, boom, we have another level 70 mages now. Now here, let's start the run itself. Now first, I will go over gears and talents. For the talents, it's pretty easy. You just you can follow everything or do some of your customization. The only must-have is the water elemental and the frostbite, and two of like your improved blizzard. If your majors are not like exactly level 70, your major is level 80 or 68 or 69, you can use some points in elemental precision and leave some point here, because you can always use a mana potion to compensate the mana inefficiency. And for my second major skill is basically just all gears I can purchase from auction house. You do not need any spell power, all you need is dynamic and intelligent. Okay, basically, yeah. And I'm a little sorry, like when I was trying to doing most AoE farm, I will be like watching some movies or checking the stock market or something. because I'm actually recording the screen this time, so I cannot like remove this part. You can basically ignore these comics I was watching. And you need to use your auto tape to switch really quick between different clients. And now to start the run, we ring a blizzard at this pack, we nova this patrol, we do a max range blizzard to pull these two pack, do a counter spell to this pack, and we call this our orange mage, use our orange mage, come for our star mage, blink out as soon as the blizzard land, pop your cooldown, call your water elemental, do a pattern over, switch to your orange mage, do a blizzard. Oh my god, I can't follow up my hands. My mouse can't follow up my hand. It's just switching back and forth. All you need to pay attention is actually the blizzard timing. Do not let your blizzard run out of time. As long as you are keeping two blizzard on, all the mobs should basically be like frostbited to the ground. If any of them run past into a like very dangerous zone, you can always pattern over them. You have 4 pattern over to use doing all the killing phase. And if like in some extreme circumstance, still some mob run to you, you still have 2 polymorph to use. So it should be perfectly fine every time for you to nail all this down. I never had any problem with the first 2 packs. Just remember to bring some mana potion just in case something goes wrong and you don't have enough mana to finish them. Now after finish the first pull, you can rest a little bit, loot all the crops. Basically here what are we waiting is the cooldown of our 2 water elementals. Now please note, you can actually only do 4 dungeons per hour except for the first hour. So it's okay to wait a little bit as long as you can do each run in 15 minutes. So you can definitely speed it up by using cold snap, but it's better to save them for like worst scenario. And we will do the main kiting here behind this pyramid. And if something goes wrong, we can blink to the second pyramid and use this as a backup kiting zone. Like I demonstrated here, you can get some feelings about where you should land your blizzard. And if things go wrong, you can go back to the first pyramid, blink away, and try to kite them along this way. And here, be sure you stay exactly at this point when you first do the pull behind this pyramid. And normally everything will be fine, and you can nail them down just by standing at this point with both of your mages. Okay? The patrol here I labeled is not chained aggro with other mobs, so we need to pull separately. And when you do a blizzard on your star mage, please do beware, you need to like, there's a line between the center of your blizzard and yourself. You need to make sure there's no obstacle between them, otherwise you will get this warning message here, and it caused a delay of your blizzard to ring, and it will eventually destroy your pool. Okay, so I will elaborate this detail later, and how to aim it perfectly when you LOS. Just before you start the pull, you need to get a basic idea there. Okay, now let's get ready for the second pull. You wanna ring a blizzard here first, and do ice lance to pull this patrol pack, and do ice lance to the left one, block exactly at the point, and try to ring a blizzard now. Now please note, I actually aimed with the outer ring of my blizzard to every mob, so I always fail when I'm too focused on where the center of my blizzard is. So after a couple of failures, I decided to aim with only the like outer ring of my blizzard, the right side of outer ring, just to line up with all the mobs. This change of how the way you look at your blizzard will like greatly improved how you LOS kiting. And here, after we blizzard, we immediately blink out. Our orange mage actually gets silenced, so my star mage have to call out water elemental and to nova them. And after the silence is off on orange mage, we switch back to orange mage and just keep doing blizzard with two of your water elemental called out. If the mobs are firmly like frostbited in the ground, you can save your water elementals nova when something like a lot of resist come out and they came really close. Okay, basically you just switch between two of your majors, and you should be finish them in a very short of time. Now also there in some like extreme conditions, these dungeons bound a lot of healers, and you will have like 3 or 4 healers left at the end, and you are out of mana. If this like worst scenario happens, you can always polymorph them and try to use your major skills to solo target the 1 or 2 healer left. The part I love about AoE farm is there always will be something go wrong, and your ability is actually depend on your handle all these things. It's just like in real life when you try to accomplish something, there always will be something go wrong, and you need to like calm down and find a way to make the thing done. Okay, now let's start the third pull. Actually here there is also something you want to notice. If you are doing this wrong fast enough, just like what I did here, there should be an window for you to pull all these 3 packs. There won't be any demo around here. But if you are slow, if you are trying to just learn how to do this farm, and you may be dead, there will be a demon. Keep patrol here back and forth. So you need to wait a long time to pull all 3 packs. So if that case happen, you simply can just pull 2 packs. And if 1 pack less is only like 3 mob less, it's not a big deal. Okay, we ice lance 2 mobs and do a counter spell. If here you got frostbolted, it's okay. You just nova if any mob is too close to you, and you keep running out. And after you reach this point, you switch to auto run, and you switch to your star mage, do a blizzard, and switch back to your orange mage, call your water elemental to do a nova, then just switch back and forth to do blizzard. Now if these mobs are pretty close to you, you can call your second water elemental, but if they seems pretty fine and all frostbited to the ground, yes, I actually still called my second water elemental just in case something go wrong. But these mobs, they are like the least health mob in this dungeon, so you should be finish them really quick, and there's nothing really need to worry about. Okay, so these mobs loot table are actually pretty awesome because they are level 17 mobs. They are the best mob you can farm before you go to heroic dungeon. So the looting table is actually very awesome, and I actually made a lot of gold when I tried to learn this farm. Yes, when I tried to learn this farm with a lot of death, I still made a lot of gold from the mob jobs here. And here simply you just you can easily just make one mage follow another, or you can do some blink to speed it up. And you may notice I switch window really fast. You can see here like I instantly did switch window and did 2 invisibility. This is a skill I mastered when I was a teenager, when I was at my puberty. Asian parents will come into your room just to check if you are doing the right thing with your computer. So I needed to switch between Pornhub and start a website really quick. It's a moment between life and death. You do not need to switch window like as fast as I am, but it will be helpful. You can see here I tested my 5-piece T2 bleeder. It's just enough to cover my orange mage. So if you have a 5-piece T2, you can place the center of your bleeder here at this torch, and your orange mage should be fully covered. But if you don't have 5-piece T2 like I demonstrate here, the circle is just a little slightly better smaller. So it should also be okay. You just place your mage a little closer to the torch, and if you ice block here, the mage without 5-piece T2 should also ring the bleeder perfectly cover your ice block. Okay, there's another thing worth to notice is when the boss is at this point, his patrol pattern, you can only walk around in this area. You do not want to go past this brick. When the boss is here, you want to stay out of this brick and only move around in this circle. Okay, and yeah, basically you can see the boss is here. We just move around in this area, it's perfectly fine, and we wait him to leave. Then we move past the gray brick and we got here. There are 3 tall ladies here. You definitely do not want to pull them. They are too tall for you. They are out of your league. You do not want to add them. If you are doing everything what I did in this video, you should be fine. And always check your star mage and make sure you know where you should land the bleeder. Just wait a little bit. It should be no more than 3 minutes for them to reach each patrol pattern. These 2 ladies are the one we try to avoid, and yeah, when this lady, the right lady, patrolled to the right side, we are okay to pull the skull pack. And when this lady, the left lady, yes, you can see now the middle lady patrolled to the right, and when this lady patrolled to about this triangular area, we are okay to pull these 2 packs. So the pattern we are waiting for is about to come. Please not be aware. You need to pull like exactly the time where I did the pull. So you won't add any of these instructors. Okay. Get ready. Select the left mob. We're waiting for the lady to reach the triangular area, and as soon as he reaches the triangular area, we ice lance left one, face pull the middle one, ice lance the skull mob, and switch back to our star mage. Make sure your blizzard is already covered the ice block, and immediately blink out of your ice block, do a pattern over, and turn around to blizzard. Please do note, whatever you do here, you want to pull the both. Now basically we just switch between star and orange mage, call your pet to ready to nova if they run too close, and just ring blizzard. Okay, so basically if like one mob is still too close and you don't have your pet nova available like this one, you can always nova him or even maybe polymorph him. And you can see by hiding here, none of these mobs actually casted any spell on us, so you are perfectly safe to just blizzard them all to death. And if some mob is running away and the boss is really close, you do not need to polymorph it or pet nova it. Okay. And yes, after like not very long time, you should be easily finish this. And when you try to do the loot, please be aware like where the boss is, so you didn't pull the boss while you are looting. Okay. So now I will switch to my star mage to do the pull, and the orange mage to start the bleeder. So you will get a basic idea. Okay, we need to be careful. The boss is here. We do not want to go across the gray block. Okay, wait for the bow sleeve. We blink out, and yes, we use the orange mage so you can get an idea. A mage without 5-piece T2 can still do the blizzard. Okay, now please do note I actually waited 3 minutes here because this diamond lady is not at a good place. So if you do not want to wait, you can actually skip these packs, which makes you 4 mobs less, and you only pull this pack and the right pack. You can see like here you can ignore the diamond one, but in this round I actually gonna pull all the mobs in this room, so I will simply wait. Okay, let's fast the video a little bit. Okay, to this point you can see here when the diamond lady is here and the middle lady is here is a perfect time, is a perfect patrol pattern for we to pull all packs. We blizzard the right pack, we ice lance the middle pack, and we ice lance the skull marked mob. Okay, and we block here exactly at like this break. It will make your mage without 5-piece T2 able to fully cover your ice block. Okay, we wait a little bit and immediately blink out after the blizzard rings. Call your water elemental, do a pattern over, and switch another mage, pop Icy Veins and do blizzard. If you find one man can do 2 mage is too hard, it's always okay to call your friend to do it with you, and it will be super easy if like each of you only control 1 mage. Just make sure you follow what a star mage did and what an orange mage did. Everything should be perfectly fine. Okay, and you can aim your water elemental to attack some mob that is running very close to you. And you always have 2 of your novas available to finish them, so no need to worry. Okay, let's just finish this last one. The income of this major farm is actually very awesome. Even without boosting, you got a lot of great jobs. You got Mark of Sagras, you got Fail Armament, and you got all kind of class books, and you got jewelry designs, you got high level epic and blue jobs. I actually made 3000 gold in the 8 hours when I'm trying to learn how to do this. So I would say the profit is extremely good even if you split it with one of your friends. And upon further test, in each round, if you check all the mobs I pull, I got 75 mobs in each round. And in each round, my new mage got about 800 reputation. And I tested in a 5-person team, and each one will get approximately 55,000 experience. So if you are doing double major boosting, the gold per hour will be definitely amazing. If you are not doing it, you just farm some auto reputation items. This is also will be a great place to do the farm. So I think this is basically it for today's video. I will also do Steam Vault, Mechaner, Mana Tube, and just to try to double major them all. And thank you for watching this video. I wish you all have a great day.